a lot of people are expecting Bitcoin to come down to here, as per usual in these B wave corrections. And when you start getting impulses to the downside, right, you start making lower highs and lower lows, as we have been making, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower low. You expect, actually, you have a higher low here, but you're making essentially lower highs and lower lows, generally speaking. So people are expecting some more downside action, right? Most people, right? But if you're reading the charts carefully, you'll see that, okay, we're printing this descending wedge, which is extremely bullish. Hello, everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is January 17th, 2022, and it's actually the middle of the night here in Washington, D.C., and Bitcoin is looking super bullish, okay? This is kind of an emergency update. Typically, wake up in the middle of the night and then go back to bed. But I felt compelled to share what I saw on the charts, because it's a big move that Bitcoin's preparing to make, and it's counter to, the trend we're in, right? We've been in a correction to the downside for quite some time, with some respite for the B wave, right, in the counter trend. But we've been in this correction for about almost 4 days now, right? But what we're preparing to see is going to be a pretty big short squeeze, and here's why. All right, so if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know we've been tracking this downtrend, and we've been trying to see, okay, where are our 5 waves, right? We're tracking 5 waves to the downside, but as you'll see on my chart, we're not getting 5 waves to the downside. We're getting 5 waves to the side. We're getting something that we don't typically see, and it's called a triangle correction, okay? And in this triangle correction, actually, let me get let's get this tool out. In this triangle correction, what you basically have are 5 waves, but you have 5 waves in 3 wave increments. So 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you can see that. Let's go on a smaller time frame so you can see some detail. But essentially, this triangle correction is a 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, meaning you get 5 waves, but they just look a little different. So you get 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 1. And then you get your correction 1, 2, 3. That's 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's 3, right? And that's your longest wave. So even in these I guess it's a diagonal. Okay, this is an ending diagonal, because we're in a C wave. It's fully impulsive. So 1, 2, 3. So that's your correction, and then expect another 1, 2, 3, and 5. Okay, so that's 4. Wave 4. You just printed wave 4, and then you printed wave 5, and you know that this is this correction is what's the word I'm looking for? It is non-conventional, unconventional. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. You know, it's unconventional because if you look at your Fibonacci rules, you see that although wave 2 has respected the 618 retracement of wave 1, wave 4 has clearly violated the 382 retracement of wave 3, and we know the only time wave 2 can retrace beyond the 618 of wave 1 and wave 4 can retrace beyond the 382, here, prove it to you, take the Fibonacci retracement tool of wave 3, which would be here, and you see that we are already at the 0.5 for wave 4, right? And we went all the way to the 618. So you can see it is not a conventional it's not a conventional 5-wave structure, except it is a diagonal, right? And it's what we call in Elliott Wave Theory an ending diagonal, right? Because let's zoom out. And this is extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. This is going to be an epic short squeeze because a lot of people are expecting Bitcoin to come down to here, as you know, per usual in these B wave corrections. And when you start getting impulses to the downside, right, you start making lower highs and lower lows, as we have been making, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low. You expect, actually you have a higher low here, but you're making essentially lower highs and lower lows, generally speaking. So people are expecting some more downside action, right? Most people, right? But if you're reading the charts carefully, you'll see that, okay, we're printing this descending wedge, which is extremely bullish. And furthermore, I'll add this. If we're looking, so just to be clear, I don't expect Bitcoin to break this resistance right here, right? Because first of all, it's almost finished its correction. We're entering wave 5, which is the last wave of our Elliott wave impulse. And once wave 5 prints, I don't even think we're going to hit our origin, or this B of B. So this 0.5 mark, this is essentially, this line is at the 0.5 fib of this A wave correction, right? So this is A, all this is B. This is basically fulfilling the minimum retracement of a B wave, which is the 0.5 fib. So we don't even have to come back all the way here. We've already fulfilled the minimum retracement, okay? Just to be clear. So if you're in a short, I would recommend, not financial advice, taking profit rather soon, because what's going to ensue is this. This is what I'm seeing. We've got A wave, which is 5 waves up. We've already seen that. So A, B, let's see. We have to go on the smaller time frames to see a little more detail. Okay, so 5 waves up, starting here. Let me turn the magnet off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's 5 waves. And then you get a B structure that comes between the 0.5 and the 618, right? It's likely going to come between the 0.5 and the 618. Why? Just taking this. Well, yeah, that's accurate. Yeah. So, if you looked at it this way, I'm trying to. Well, whether you look at it this way or not, and I'm thinking of something and I'm going back on it in my head, because this is an A wave, this is a B wave. In any case, however you shake it out, you're going to get a C wave. So expect 5 waves up, right? You always get 5 waves up after this, right, to start what I call the C section, right? But you're going to get 5 waves up, and you don't necessarily, I was thinking in my head, you know, this is a zigzag, but you know, you don't even need to look at it like that, because that's a little messy. If you're thinking about this being an A wave, it's not 5 pure waves, right? So let's throw that out. It's not important. What's important is this. You have your A wave, you have your B wave, and after your B wave is finished, we all know you get a C wave. Now, that C wave is not going to be the one, and I've said this before. If you're subscribed to the channel, you'll know this. This C wave is not going to end in us going to our target of 55 to 58,000 in Bitcoin. After these 5 waves, expect another pullback of the B wave variety. So I expect 5 waves and then a retracement and then another sort of small 5 waves, right? Making this an A wave, and then we get a B wave of some sort, and then we get our larger C wave, pull back, get in. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. Essentially, this is going to be, I think, one of the low points here, because I don't expect this B wave correction after this is made an A wave. I don't expect this B wave correction to be a full flat. I don't know, but my hunch is that this may be just another zigzag, because Bitcoin is just characteristically bullish. So that's what I'm seeing on the charts. Just prepare to take profits on shorts. Not financial advice, but I'm preparing to take profits on my shorts and going long for 5 waves up. So that's what I'm seeing in the charts. Hope this was helpful. Hope this was useful. Like, share, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.